Hey guys, so it's late at night and I've worked all day, but I wanted to come tonight with this video. And what this video is really geared around is I wanted to talk to you guys about what we're looking for when it comes to future vendors at Vinterest Antiques. And really, in order for me to feel like I'm really answering that question so you know where I'm coming from, I feel like I need to back up and give you guys just a little bit of my history and Paul's history. So something that drew us to ever opening this store, or any store, because if you didn't know, this is actually our second store that we've opened. The first one was in Huntsville. Many of you guys know it. A lot of you guys are my friends from University Pickers, which we love and still keep in touch with. So this is our second store. But with that being said, what geared us into doing this is we noticed that there was so much talent that was out there, girls and guys that are working in their backyards, in their garage, doing some crazy talented things with furniture that's broken down or beat up or castaways. And then there's people that are so creative. And when I would look to see, where can these people go to sell their wares, there was very limited spaces and limited places. And there was a lot of antique malls that are out there that have been around for years, and they all kind of have their own reasons for why they exist. And some of them are there because they absolutely love antiques, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's completely admirable. There's several that are in there because they personally love to sell their own wares, but to be able to manage a huge store, it's expensive. So opening it with additional vendors, that kind of helps. And you can tell, who those stores are when you walk in, and the front end is absolutely gorgeous, and then you get to the back and kind of loses its passion a little bit. That's what I'm talking about a little bit. So we identified that there was a huge opportunity in our industry to do something different, to bring a place to a community so these talented artisans and pickers that are out there would have a great environment where they could come and they could sell their wares, and it would be ran like a true business and ran professionally. And I wanted to make sure that those folks had somebody that's on their team that is their voice to help them sell. There's a lot of people that are extremely talented creatively, but maybe they struggle a little bit with understanding or knowing how to do the business side. Maybe they're not a people person. And that's okay. There is absolutely nothing wrong with admitting, hey, I am not a people person. And maybe they're shy, or they have a tendency where it's hard to get in front of folks. That's okay. But, what do you do for them when they're talented, but they have a hard time selling themselves? And that's where Paul and I have hoped to come in and bridge the gap. And that was really what kind of started both of our ventures, University Pickers and now Vinterest Antiques. As we really, truly wanted to open a store, give those people a voice, and help them become successful. And that has always been our goal. And I think you guys can kind of hopefully have picked up on that over the years now. We're always promoting other people and always promoting their wares, and I'm extremely passionate about that. So now I'm going to circle back to what I started this video out about, and that's what are we looking for in a vendor. This week alone, I've had two disturbing conversations with two different girls that had come in, and they brought me their phone, and on their phone they had pictures of their goods that they do, and both of them are unbelievable, and I didn't even know they existed. They have no presence on the internet at all. They're doing this literally out of their home, and they're selling to just their friends and people in their neighborhood, and I had no clue. So when I asked them point blank, I'm like, okay, I've never heard of you before. Where are you selling? And they tell me nowhere. And it always comes around to the question, why? Why are you not here? Why have I not heard of you before? Because you are absolutely amazing. And both times these girls come back and say, I just don't think I'm good enough, or I don't know where to start. let me tell y'all, that is music to my ears. We want to be that place that you know you can start. Now, right now, we are totally full. But I'd be glad to help anyone who's trying to get kicked off, get started, at least give you some ideas of where to go. There's more stores than Vinterest. I know you guys know that. And there's several well-ran stores in Chattanooga area. And so if you can't get in with this, get started somewhere. Just get out of your stinking garage and get out of your backyard and get started. When I got into this, I had a full-time job. I never in my life envisioned that I would quit my job and do this full-time. I mean, that was crazy talk back then. But in my heart, this is what I've always loved to do. And I'd be in a room and, we'd be talking about other things. And then if you brought up any type of conversation, it would always lead to yard selling or picking and crafting or something on my end, and I would just light up. I mean, it was pretty obvious that I needed to be doing what I'm doing now, but taking that first step was terrifying. I started back with a small booth. It was $200 a month. When the owner of the store told me that my rent was going to be $200 a month, I about vomited. I mean, at that point in time, I couldn't afford an extra $200 a month bill. And that's another thing that's when we base decisions, we have a tendency to want to base them on the fact that we're going to fail. And we need to stop doing that. I mean, if you are already out there in the garage painting and you're out in the backyard stripping furniture, hello, you're going to do pretty dang well in this industry. You just have to have the heart, soul, and passion. That's all that's needed. And that's who we're looking for as vendors. I'm not looking for somebody that can, that has been doing this for 20, 30 years, although you're absolutely welcome. We do have those vendors. What I would like is that person that is just needing to follow their heart and needs a little, maybe some guidance, maybe a little bit of encouragement. That's typically all you guys need. We're not set out there to want to make anyone fail, and you have to be open a little bit to it. We have had some vendors that unfortunately this just was not what their calling was. They enjoy collecting, but they miss the mark when it comes to being able to collect what other people would be interested in, or be able to collect and be able to turn around and offer it at a price that was affordable for everyone else. Our industry is not for everyone, but I'm talking to the ones that, and you know who you are. You're out there, you're on Pinterest every single night. You're on Saturday mornings, you get up and go to Starbucks, and then you hit the yard sales. That is who I'm talking to right now. You watch Joanna Gaines religiously on HGTV. You DVR that, or it's playing in the background. Or guys, you're the weekend warrior. You're who your friends call on the weekend to help put together that deck or to build that new fire pit. Those are the kind of people that we're trying to reach. And no, you don't have to give up your full-time job. This is something that you can do on the side. You can make amazing money. And for you guys that are, I know there's some people, this is not for everyone. You guys are supportive and you come and you buy from these people. You cannot imagine the gift that you're giving to your neighbors and to the community when you do that. Anyway, I know I'm rambling, but I'm extremely passionate about it. Get out of your garage. Take that first step. Put in a booth application with us. Just go to VinterestsAntiques.com. We do have a waiting list. It is a little competitive, but we do hope to have a second location coming soon. So keep praying for that. We have your back. That's what we're here for. And we hope you guys are doing well. Have a great weekend. We work tomorrow from 9 to 6. Hope you see you then. Take care.